Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. Welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I'm Helen, and today we are going to be looking at your more grounded and earthy energies. We're going to be looking at what kind of burden you are in the process of releasing and what is going to be materializing next for you. And as always, we are going to get some additional information out with the tarot as well. So I just quickly want to remind you guys as well that this is a general reading, so not all of the messages are going to resonate with every single one of you. Please just take what is for you and leave everything else behind. But yeah, I guess that's it. Let's just get started. I'm going to get the main energies out with the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. So starting with what kind of burden you are currently in the process of releasing. The rattle and the coyote. Okay, interesting combo there. The rattle and the coyote. The first message that is coming to me straight away is creating some sort of diversion or creating some form of quote-unquote scene to lead people away from what is truly going on, or to distract them from what is truly going on. Something like that. I get a bit of a hiding or a bit of a secrecy vibe with this. And diversion is coming through for some reason very strongly. But let's get the other card out as well and see what the full story is. So let's look at what is materializing next for you. What? Oh, the rainbow. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness. And the underlying energy is the corn. Okay, wow. Very positive energy is coming through there. I mean, I think the corn is the most like abundant and promising card in the whole deck. This is a very earthy deck, so there aren't necessarily very many of like these blessings or yeah, I guess blessings cards, but the corn is one of them. So it's just, yeah, it's interesting that you're getting kind of two very positive omens there. But I am going to feel my way through these cards intuitively, and then I'm gonna walk you through what I'm feeling with you guys. So for you guys, what I'm getting is I'm kind of getting a very, and I know it sounds really vague, but I'm just getting the energy of kind of moving towards a more easy way of being, or an easy way of living. Some kind of easing up seems to be what you're moving towards, because with the rattle, right, this is the burden that you are in the process of releasing. And as I said, I felt like some kind of diversion or some kind of distraction with this, where almost you where you don't want people to know what is truly going on with you. And it's strange because the rattle is like supposedly normally an instrument that you use to get attention with, right? To make yourself known, to make yourself heard. So it's really funny that I'm getting a bit of a different vibe with this for you guys. Yeah, it feels like you've had to, or at least you have felt that you've had to like hide something that is truly going on within you. Maybe you've just wanted to put on like a very brave face, even if on the inside things haven't been that easy. And I'm also saying that because of the rainbow card over here, which even though it's a very positive card, the rainbow always appears after the rain. So it's suggesting that there's some kind of more difficult period that is preceding this energy. Something that you have been experiencing that hasn't been very, happy-go-lucky, very positive, very like a walk in the park you know? So I do get a sense that there has been some form of like struggle, some form of difficulty. But I feel like, again, I feel like you haven't really let other people in on it. I feel like you've put on a very brave face and even, again, caused some kind of situations or caused some kind of diversions to distract people from the true underlying energies that are going on within you. So yeah, this feels very like struggling, and also I also get a struggling sense in the context of having to really like work very hard and having to put a lot of effort into something to make it work, to make it a success. It could be as general as just like trying to get by, right? Trying to make your finances see you through the whole month, and like planning everything, just like kind of surviving and being able to manage everything, like the day-to-day life, right? It could be as generic as that, but it could also be talking about like your own sense of well-being, that maybe you've been struggling in that sense, that maybe you've really like maybe you've been feeling physically, mentally, emotionally really, really overwhelmed, really stressed and very tired, and just kind of pushing through to keep going, to get everything done, and to keep things afloat that you are responsible for, that you have to take care of, all that kind of thing. Maybe you've been struggling to keep your relationships alive, to keep them strong, or to keep them functional. Because again, I get a sense like, and for most, like, I guess for most of you, or the most strong energy that I'm getting with this is that there has been a very strong struggle going on within you, a very strong battle that you have been fighting. And again, I feel like no one else has really been aware of it. No one else has really seen what is truly going on with you. And I feel like you haven't really let anyone you haven't let anyone see behind the curtain. You haven't really let anyone know what has been going on behind the scenes. So again, most strongly, I feel that this is an inner battle, an inner struggle that you have been going through. But again, that you've kind of put on this quote unquote show, or again, distraction, so that other people would know. And again, I don't feel that it's, I don't know what I said, but it's not like a negative or a deceiving vibe that I'm getting with this, but I'm also feel that you are trying to protect others, or you're trying to not burden others by what is going on with you. But again, now if we look at the energy that is, or the thing that is materializing for you next, the situation, we see the rainbow. And because as I said, it feels rather like vague. Hopefully we'll get some more details out with the tarot, but it feels just like an easing up. It feels a more of a breeze, more of like a joyous and more of a carefree. And I kind of want to say like quote unquote carefree, because I'm not necessarily seeing that like things are going to be all fine and dandy, but I just feel that things are going to be easing up for you. And with the corn being the underlying energy, I do feel that you are going to start seeing some form of results. If you have been struggling to get some kind of results regarding your business or regarding your work, or again, if you've been struggling with relationships, I feel like those kinds of things, or those areas in your life that you have been struggling with, are going to start kind of easing up and bearing fruit, so to say, where just things are kind of starting to flow more easily, more effortlessly, and just kind of bring you more joy rather than stress or worry, if that makes sense. But I do want to read from the guidebook as well. It's just interesting to see how different what I'm feeling for you guys is from the actual like meaning of the cards. Sometimes they coincide beautifully, but sometimes there are very huge gaps, or even like completely different directions. So we have the rattle. The rattle is the spirit caller, carrying the shaman's prayer to the four directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny in her future, closing with the prayer, Great Spirit, may your will be done. The rattle guides us to pray for all the earth, not just for our personal needs. When we offer our prayers for the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for us. The rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of spirit, but be careful, they are very sharp and can hurt you and others if they are not used mindfully. Set your old tools aside and take up the drawing instruments of spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is the time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expression. Yeah, so this is more specifically talking about like getting into contact with the divine, but because again we are dealing with more grounded energies, and because I got a very clear message with the rattle for you guys, yeah, I kind of feel that in this instance the guidebook definition is somewhat like not very applicable, but of course take it as it resonates. It could be what you're experiencing more so than what I said. But then we have the rainbow, which is the materializing energy. The rainbow symbolizes the 7 steps of a true spiritual path, which manifest as the colors of the 7 chakras. In the Himalayas, the rainbow body is seen as the full realization of our essence. The rainbow also represents the bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds. At the end of our lives, we can journey across the rainbow bridge to the highest heavenly realms. When the rainbow appears, it is an affirmation that all is well and that you are in right relationship with spirit. The rainbow tells you that the end of the storm is near. Persevere and remember that it is darkest just before the dawn. Do not give up hope. Things are about to take a positive turn. Listen for the morning rooster that announces the coming of the dawn even while the night is still darkest. But do not claim victory yet or let your guard down fully. So as I said, I actually love that they said that at the end, because it's like a very clear energy that I'm getting, that it's not going to be like magically all of your problems are gone and it's going to be just like smooth sailing from here on out. It's just that there's going to be easier times ahead, less stressful times ahead, less worrisome and challenging times ahead. But yeah, anyway, that's the guidebook. But as I said, very interesting to see what the tarot has to say and whether we can get any more specifics out. So starting with the rattle, what I want to see first is what this burden or what this more struggling energy that you have been experiencing and that you are in the process of working through, what this has taught you, why it was necessary for you to go through this, or what the purpose of this burden was for you. So let's see. Whoa. That came out very quickly. So it seems that there was a very specific purpose. We have the 2 of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands and the 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So the strongest message that I'm getting with these cards is that the main purpose of the struggles that you have been going through was to illuminate you to the things that you are not necessarily happy with, to kind of make you see what you were kind of, what kind of loop you were keeping yourself in. So again, the purpose was to make you reevaluate where you spend your energy and what you actually invest yourself in. Almost to make you reprioritize and really recognize what truly is important to you and what is just noise. What is just an unnecessary burden that you don't actually need. Because with the 2 of Pentacles, I do get a sense that in the past, you might have managed a lot of things that necessarily didn't deserve your attention, or that didn't pay off. How should I say it? They weren't worth the energy that you invested into them. They weren't paying you back in a comparable quantity. I'm sorry, I know that sentence came out really weird, but I guess that the most like easy way to say this would be that what you put into whatever you were doing wasn't what you got out of it. It didn't pay off. So yeah, it was to kind of make you reevaluate your energy, especially your energy because of the Ace of Wands. I feel like that was an important part of it, but also because of the Eight of Cups, which does indicate some kind of emotional investment as well. It feels like it made you reprioritize, like kind of gain a different perspective and a more clear understanding of where you were putting your energy into. But let's look at the rainbow as well. What I want to see, and hopefully we can get some more additional or some more specific information, I should say, with the rainbow. I want to see what this is bringing you or how this is benefiting you, why this thing is materializing for you next. What is this rainbow energy bringing, Scorpio? We have the Hermit. Ooh, and the Ace of Pentacles. We love the Ace of Pentacles, but one more. What is the rainbow bringing, Scorpio, that is materializing next? What is the rainbow bringing, Scorpio? Why is it materializing? Ooh, you have two major arcanas. Look at you. And the Queen of Cups. So your sister sign. This is a Cancerian card, but it is still a water element, so it does kind of go with all water signs. But we have the Hermit with the Temperance card, even though it's labeled differently in this deck. This is the Temperance card. So again, I kind of get the sense that the wisdom and the clarity that you have received by going through this struggle and by doing this inner battle within yourself, I feel like it has really cleared up some things for you internally. And now that you have this kind of new way of seeing things, or a more clear, a more broad perspective of your life and how you spend your time and how you want to spend your time, I feel like it allows you to actually put that knowledge into good use, and again, kind of create a more easy way of being. And even though I feel like, because this is what is materializing next for you, I do feel like it's something that is somewhat going to be coming in as help as well, not necessarily something that you are just doing by yourself, because again we have these two major arcana cards as well. And the major arcana, every time the major arcana cards come out, it's an indication for me as a reader that there is some form of divinity mixed into it, where some higher, some greater, some powerful, more powerful forces are coming in to help you. So I definitely feel that this is kind of allowing you to transmute the energy that you are in, and again to make life more manageable, and not just manageable, but also more something that would bring you more calm, something that would bring you more happiness, something that would bring you more serenity and just contentment. Again, contentment, especially with the Queen of Cups, who is very much happy with where she is and very much in touch and in balance with her emotions, with her inner world. So yeah, it feels like a more peaceful, a more balanced way of being and operating. And I also feel like it's more so kind of respecting what your soul wants you to do, or what your higher self wants you to do, or whoever you resonate with, right? But it does seem to be more in alignment with yourself. So it is really, really beautiful, especially the energy that is coming towards you next. But I also want to get an oracle card for you as well. This is the Earth Magic Oracle, and I want to see what message like one last piece of advice we get with these cards for you, and then we'll close the reading out. Ooh, we have tsunami, wake up call. Wow. Oh, and summer solstice radiance. This card has, I think it, yeah, I don't know, maybe it came out for more than one, but I've definitely seen it at least once. But sorry, I'm gonna have to move those up because these cards are absolutely humongous and otherwise you won't be able to see them. But we have tsunami, wake up call, and I actually feel that this is more so tying in with this section of the reading, and the summer solstice radiance is more so tying in with this part of the reading, which, as you can see, is way more like colorful and hopeful, and again more peaceful as well, more joyous. And yeah, I kind of feel like, again, that the difficulties that you have gone through was specifically to illuminate you to the fact that what you were going through maybe, or where you were putting your energy, I should say, maybe wasn't the best use of your energy. So, or maybe didn't deserve your energy at all. So this, yeah, this wake-up call is exactly what this feels like, this burden that you are currently working through, sorry. So yeah, and I even love that it's a wake-up call, and then we had the rattle, which is all about like making noise and calling spirit, right, as the book said. But still, it's kind of a way of like calling out or communicating. So I kind of love the connection there as well. So again, it feels like the oracles are just kind of confirming what the other cards and what the reading was suggesting. So yeah, even though this is probably not the easiest thing to go through, and again, like a wake-up call or any kind of realization is always difficult, it does allow us to shift our reality and move towards a more happy, a more abundant, a more peaceful and content way of being. So yeah, and that seems to be the direction that you are headed in as well, which is absolutely amazing. And again, it seems that you're not going to be doing it all alone, that there is some form of divine intervention that is mixed into this as well. So yeah, it's actually such a great reading. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to leave you guys here. I hope that this reading helped you in some way. If this was your story, if you resonated with this, I hope that it gave you some hope, some form of reassurance. And if it did, then please consider giving me a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me. It would let me know that I've actually been useful to you, which is really important for me. And also, if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe so that you wouldn't miss out on all the future fun we are going to be having together. And that's it. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Please take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.